Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akim and Aqua out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. Alright, and before we go ahead and get into this lesson, quick little update. The page, my main page, Babylon has fallen. Revelation 18. It's currently got a strike on it, alright, on some bullshit. So they pretty much strike me like instantly after a video went up. It happened to be a short. Alright, so I did the repeal on it, and you know, there's multiple examples of that same type of content on YouTube. They're just, you know, doing their discriminatory bullshit, alright, because we're Jake, and you know, fucking with our pages. So we'll see. I've had them reinstate the channel before. I've had them not reinstate the channel, but remove the strike before. And hey, sometimes they won't. So hey, Lord willing, they will. But if they don't, you'll be seeing me from this channel again. This is my backup. This is Babylon has Fallen Revelation 18 BA backup account. Okay, so go ahead and follow this one. I mean, if you're already over here, you know, I don't really got any way to get it out. Other than that, of course, you got the main channel. Alright, if you stumble across this channel, the main channel is Babylon has Fallen Revelation 18 right here with this profile picture. Okay, I also got a third backup, which is Babylon has Fallen 144. I have a shorts channel, Downfall of Babylon, okay, which, you know, is, you know, up and starting, as well as I have the pages, and we'll just, you know, link those right now. Well, not link them, but, you know, we got the pages on Odyssey and Rumble. On Odyssey, same name. If you go right here, same name, Babylon has Fallen Revelation 18. You can find me there, as well as the newly created Rumble account, Babylon has Fallen Revelation 18 as well. Okay, so you can go there and same channel. All right. So hey, there we go. I had to link those out. You know how Esau does, man. All right. So hey, without any further ado, we're gonna get in this lesson. Okay, this is a article I found the other day that I wasn't originally going to go in a lesson on, alright, but it popped into my mind, and I said, you know what, I might as well go in on it, okay? This is from a website called Surviving Tomorrow, and it's called, "An AI Algorithm is Raising Rents on Hundreds of Thousands of People Across the Country." Okay, so as you know, alright, rent in this country, as well as, you know, the ability to have some sort of property management, you know, is either overinflated or entirely not obtainable. Okay, due to and who's running these markets? All right, Esau Edom. All right, the so-called white man. All right, and other heathens as well. All right, but the majority. All right, is Esau Edom. All right, with all the real estate agent companies. All right, and all, you know. But hey, this talks a little bit about the history of that. All right, it says. We'll read the topic again. It says, "An AI algorithm is raising rents on hundreds of thousands of people across the country." And then below it says, "Parasitic corporate landlords are crushing the real economy." Alright, down here it says, "Rent, considered as the price paid for the use of land, is naturally the highest which the tenant can afford to pay." And that's a person named Adam Smith that said that. I'm not familiar with that. Let's see who it is. Apparently they're a Scottish economist. Okay, and they said, "Rent, considered as the price paid for the use of land, is naturally the highest which the tenant can afford to pay." So basically, you know, they push rent is basically to the highest that you can possibly pay. They're not going to give you a deal on it, all right? They're going to give you that. They want to get you at that breaking point where you're just like, fuck, man, I can barely afford this shit, all right? Or sometimes they'll push you to the point where you can't afford it anymore, so they can get, you know, a higher quality, you know, do a couple renovations, perhaps if at all, and try to get a you know, a higher wealth gap in there. They might try to get, you know. There's not really such thing as a middle class anymore, but they might get someone, you know, that has a higher income, okay? And then because they can make more money off that person. That's why there's not a lot of whole housing for poor people unless it's like, you know, the projects, you know, or ran down shit, all right, that's falling apart. So let me grab a drink and we'll continue on with the article. All right, it says, "A few months ago, I saw a pair of websites, one from the UK and one from Canada, within 24 hours of each other. Both were dedicated to helping parasitic landlorders find the best properties to monopolize in order to squeeze real wealth out the tenant serfs." And we'll grab this word for a study. All right, here in a moment. All right, so let's see. I don't know if these are the two. I guess these are the two websites right here. So it's a buy to let market tracker. This one's called House Sigma. Okay. It says landlording, as we've now here. This is really the meat of this. All right, of this article. Landlording, as we've discussed before, is actually a holdover form of economic exploitation from the era of feudal serfdom, where those with the economic power, all right, and now who's the one who are in rulership right now and who have economic power. If you're speaking on economics, all right, if you're going into economics, if you know what that word means, economic, it says relating to economics or the economy. Okay, now if you look, they're justified in terms of profitability. If we just look up economy, all right, what is economy? Okay, simple definition of economy. It says the process or system by which goods and services are produced, sold, and bought in a country or region. Now, who's controlling all that? All right, Esau, Edom. They're the ones with all the economic power. Okay, it says landlording, as we've discussed it before, is actually just a holdover form of economic exploitation from the era of feudal serfdom, where those with economic power, Esau, Edom, monopolize property and literally lord it over the poor, making them homeless unless they pay a surety to access shelter from the elements. All right, so this is a holdover. All right, where basically all the rich Edomites, okay, go ahead and monopolize all the properties, because all these property owners are Esau, Edom, and maybe some of the other heathens as well. But like I said, 99% of it is Esau, Edom. All right, and they monopolize. Okay, what does monopolize mean? All right, what does it mean to monopolize? It says monopolize. All right.
Monopolize.
It says of an organization or group to obtain exclusive possession or control a trade, commodity, or service, to have or take the greatest share. So these people own, instead of owning, part of the housing market or owning a house, all right, there's people that own, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 1,000, 2,000 houses, all right, and they're never going to live in those houses. What they do is they buy those houses at a low price so they can flip them at a higher price and, literally lord them over the poor people, as it says. All right, in this case, the poor being Jake, because Jake, we don't have money like that, all right? We don't have money like that. There might be some among our nation that do, all right, but the vast majority of our people, of the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we don't have money like that, all right? We don't have the economic power to go ahead and be able to buy, 351 houses and rent them out, all right? We don't have that ability. It says where those with economic power monopolize property, so they own they buy up all the fucking houses. All right, and then what do? They literally lord it over the poor, making them homeless unless they pay a surety to access shelter from the elements. Like you, okay, and that's a wicked fucking thing to do. All right, that is an extremely wicked thing to do, because they've proved, all right, with all the houses, all right, and all the space, all right, really everybody should be able to have a meal. Everybody should be able to have clothes, and everybody should be able to have a house. But because of the monopolization that's going on by these fucking Edomites, all right, the situation is sour. All right, a lot of people don't have houses. A lot of people don't, have this or that, clothes, food from day to day. All right, because this kingdom is not a perfectly ran kingdom. All right, because it's ran by the Edomites, and they're dumb as a goddamn brick. All right, and that's offensive to a brick, because a brick has more of a use than these Edomites do. All right, so hey, and the Lord is using these people, all right, as basically our whipping stick. All right, the Esau is a belt for us. Okay, we're being punished for the things that we did, all right, and in order to punish us, he took the lowest of the low, Esau, Edom, all right, the base man of the earth, and turned him into a magnificent ruler. All right, it's only now that his kingdom is falling apart, all right, because Yahweh Shai, all right, Yahweh Shai is getting ready to return, and Yahweh Shai is making it to where their power, Esau, Edom's power, is slowly crumbling away. All right, not so much slowly anymore, but rapidly crumbling away. All right, so much that it's visible. Okay, so this is a wicked fucking act of Esau Edom. This is the type of things that they do. Okay, they buy up all the land and make people homeless, and this is another example of why this is not our rest. All right, and we're gonna grab that real quick. And it's like I got caps lock on for some reason. This is Micah 2 and 10, all right? And it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." You hear that, Jake? This is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Okay, so this place is not our rest. This isn't our place where we're going to be able to buy, $1 million homes and nice things. And even if you do somehow, come across $1 million, all right, so, bending over, all right, for the white man, all right, or however it is when you sell out, all right, whatever they make you do, get with the goat or whatever they have you do, all right, that's all going to be destroyed. That's not a permanent fixture, all right? When Yahushua comes back, all those things are going to be destroyed, all right? It's going to be wiped flat. Okay, so this place is not our rest. No matter how much you think it's your rest. See, I happen to be fortunate. I got a yacht and I got 2 mansions. Well, it still isn't your rest, Jake. All right, if you're a Jake, this is not your rest. All right, because guess what? Look what they did with Kanye. And Kanye is he's a, what do they call him? He's a puppet. All right, for lack of a better word, he's a puppet for these wicked this Esau Edom, these elite. All right, trying to push an agenda. All right, but look what they did to him even. All right. They froze his bank account, all right? They took his shoes, all right, and sold them under a different name, all right, so on and so forth. He lost partnerships and business deals, all right? So he had all that money, but look, it's still not even his rest. Look what they did to him, man. All right, and he's wicked in the time being, but he's still a Jake. All right? So that shows you, even if you have all that money, this still isn't your rest, all right? It says, when the classic economists, when the classic economists talk about free markets, they were talking about markets that were free from feudal rentierism. It says, not only is shelter monopolization anti-contributive, anti-materiocratic, and deeply immoral, but it actually destroys the real economy and shatters society without exception in all human history. All right, so hey, it's immoral. All right, what does it mean to be immoral? All right. Immoral, not conforming to accepted standards or morality, unethical, bad, wrongful. Here, look at these two definitions. Wicked and evil. Wicked and evil. All right, that's only something the devil would do. All right, with this bullshit. And this is a smaller example, all right, on the grand scale of things, but this is what they're always looking for something, and we have scriptures based on. They're always looking for something to just be terrible. They're always looking to write grievousness. They're always looking to make, how bad can we make shit? All right, how bad can we possibly make these people live? All right, it's funny to them. All right, there was a video, I believe it was by the brother Yasha Wamba, the elder Yasha Wamba out of GMS Dallas. All right, and he has a page called Two Throne Info. I'm not sure if I'm subscribed to it on this account. Let me see if I can go find the video. All right, and then basically they were talking. It was speaking of the Gregorian calendar. All right. Speaking of the Gregorian calendar, but he said something within that video. All right, not the elder, but the Edomite that was speaking. Let me see if I can find it. It was a little bit back ago. Again, speaking of the Gregorian calendar, I should be able to know which one it is once I see it. Bear with me. Let's see. Alright, so 9 months ago. So it should be here somewhere. I think this is the one, yeah?
Days and weeks to the week, Friday the perfect. We have current calendar every year.
This is the one. Alright, let me go ahead and play this video.
It also standardizes the days and weeks to always be the same each year. January 1 is always on a Monday forever. In addition to starting every year on a Monday, the Henky Henry permanent calendar would also set your birthday and the holidays to the same day of the week every year, except October 31st, which along with all Friday the 13th would vanish. In place of leap years, every 5 or 6 years, an extra week is inserted at the end of December. Sort of an extended Christmas vacation. There's no such thing as a perfect calendar. You just think this is better than what we have now. Ours is very close to perfect. We have current calendar every year. The thing jerks around by a day or two.
He's gonna say it soon. This guy, here.
Quirks and eccentricities part of the human existence. We could make things worse and then you'd be happier.
Calendar change.
There you go. That's what they think. They can make things worse, and that you'd be happier. All right. That shows you. That shows you. Okay. So that's Edomite shit. That's what they look to do. They look to make shit worse. All right. Look, we're gonna make things work, and people are gonna be happy. Look, we're gonna give these moes the ability to get married, and look, people got happier. But the other people said, "What the fuck is this shit?" All right. They always look for something. They're always getting their hands involved in fucking just a bunch of wickedness. All right. That's these people. All right, it says the algorithm in question is called YieldStar, and we're not going to read this whole article. We're just going to get to like one more point, and then we're going to grab the scriptures and close it out. It says the algorithm in question is called YieldStar. It's the sort of evil program that only the most anti-human of corporatists could invent. All right, and we already know that Esau, Edom, they're not even people, man. These people are not people. Okay, these people are fucking demons. All right, they're evil. All right, they are evil, and they're abominable. They're evil. All right, and they're going to be put to death. All right, they're a special form of wicked and a special form of evil. All right, you got to realize that, you know, when we go into the kingdom after Esau Edom's kingdom is destroyed, and we're in the Yahweh Shem Yahushai's kingdom. Okay, after 1,000 years, all the nations are going to be around. Israelites are going to be around, but guess what? Esau Edom is going to be gathered into a pit and burned. All right, they're not going to be around anymore. All right, and that should tell you something. They're a special type of wicked. All right, they're a special type of evil. All right, these people. It says the algorithm in question is called YieldStar, and it's a sort of evil program that only Edomites could invent. Okay, fix that for you. That only Edomites could invent. It says the AI is owned by a wretched Texas corporation called RealPage, the nation's dominant provider of such a rent-setting software. Now, I'm curious. I didn't look this up, but I want to look up RentPage. RentPage. Who owns it? Founder, Steve Wynn. Owner, Tomo Bravo. Those sound like so-called white names to me. Let's see. Oh, shit. Oh, look at that. That's an Edomite. And who's that? That's the founder. So that's an Edomite. Let's look at Thomas Bravo. Tomo Bravo. Let's see. Who owns it? Orlando Bravo. Let's see. He said, okay, so he's Puerto Rican, supposedly, but this guy could be Edomite for sure. All right, and I would not be surprised if he is an Edomite. Okay, he more than likely is an Edomite. Okay, more than likely. Let's see. I'm not gonna read his whole life story. All right, but hey, let's see. We have. Let's see. Can't find too much about his father or anything, but it's Tomo Bravo. Let's see, that's the company. Let's see. All right, yeah, I can't find. What's this? I guess that's with his children. All right, who knows? But hey, more than likely that guy's an Edomite. All right, more likely. Oh, he's a billionaire. Yeah, that guy's an Edomite for sure. For sure, he's an Edomite. All right, and this guy, Steve Wynn, for sure he's an Edomite. All right, that's just because another guy, just because they're he's Puerto Rican, you can't take it at face value, man. You gotta look at things. There's no way that dude's a Jake. All right, billionaire? No, nope, not like that. All right, not like that. Some people will do. Kanye wasn't really a billionaire. All right, he didn't have $1 billion. All right, when you have $1 billion in like assets, supposedly, or like, for example, when he lost his Adidas dealership, his net worth dropped. All right, so he wasn't really just your net worth isn't what you have $1 billion in your bank. All right, that's not how it works. All right, it's based off of assets. All right, and when he was dropped by Adidas, hey man, they want that money. So he wasn't really a billionaire. But it says the AI is owned by a wretched Texas corporation called RealPage, which we have found out was originally founded by an Edomite. It says the nation's dominant provider of such rent-setting software. The software exists for one sole purpose: to help landlords extract the highest possible rents from the contributor class. It says, and that's what it's called, the contributor class. Yeah, the ones that actually contribute. All right, the ones that do the work. The bot analyzes data and does the math on how desperate working locals are. Slovakia. then encourages landlords to push rent so high, often double-digit percentage jumps in a single month, that it creates vacancy, aka they can't afford it anymore. They're homeless now. They gotta leave because they can't afford it. It says, remember, let the market decide actually means push the price until populations break. Up rents until it creates real suffering and hardship for men, women, and children. Can you fathom the implications? It says, the AI robot is telling corporate parasites how much extra profit to extract from the contributor class by monopolizing shelter and literally making human beings homeless. All right, and that is unrighteous. That is wicked to do. All right, it's all about money with these fuckers. All right, these devils. All right, serfdom, it says, serfdom was the status of many peasants under feudalism, specifically relating to manorialism and similar systems. It says serf.
Serf.
All right, serf. I've heard it pronounced serf, but okay. Serf, whatever you want to call it. An agriculture laborer bound under the feudal system to work on the lord's estate. All right, so there you go. It says banking and landlording are mathematically unstable and will inevitably destroy the global economy. All right, no, the Most High will inevitably shut down the global economy. All right, through his puppet. All right, Esau Edom. Esau Edom is gonna eventually mess up the economy, but at the grand scale of things, Yahushua is gonna come back, and there ain't gonna be no such thing as this weird form of economy that Babylon the Great's got. All right, it's gonna go back to an actual economy. All right, through goods. All right, things that are money that's actually worth something. All right, not paper. All right, gold, silver. All right, precious stones. All right, not a fucking piece of paper with some Edomite's face on it. All right, that's not money. That's not money. All right, so this is Micah 2:1 through 2:3. It reads, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Okay, so these people, and this is not just for landlording. All right, this is everything. They're always constantly looking for the most evil, iniquity-filled, wicked, hurtful, grievous thing that they can push out. All right, that they can push out anything. How more wicked can we get? That's what these fucking people do. All right, woe to them, and woe means destruction, by the way. So destruction to them. All right, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, proudly, for this time is evil. Okay? And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. Okay? What does covet mean? What does it mean to covet something? Covet. To yearn to possess or have something. To crave. To want. To hanker for. Alright? To hanker. Alright? You're hankering for a sandwich. These people are hankering for fields, for houses, all right, for property, for money, for wealth, for wickedness. That's what they're hankering for, all right. They covet fields and take them by violence, and houses. So they take fields and houses by violence and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family. Who is this family? Esau, Edom. The original name was Esau, and his name was changed to Edom. So this family, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil. All right, so hey, the Lord's gonna tear these people up. All right, because what do? They devise iniquity and they work evil all the time, man, all the time. It's just fucking constant wickedness with these people, evil after evil after evil after evil. And the Lord's gonna come back. All right, the Most High is gonna come back. All right, Yahushua is gonna come back, and he's gonna tear you people apart. All right. You are going to be torn apart, all right? You're going to be set on fire. You're going to be screaming, wailing, crying, pissing and shitting yourself. Oh, no. All right, yeah, your yachts are going to be busted in half. You ain't going to have shit, all right? You ain't going to have shit because of all the wickedness that you've done, all right? And you never trusted in the Lord, all right? It was always wickedness. It was always wickedness that you've done, all right? And the Lord's going to come back and destroy you for that. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And who is it again? It's always Esau Edom decreeing these unrighteous decrees. You got to go and get this thing in your arm. You're going to got to go get this. You got to get this. You got to get this and this. Oh, you can't do that, but you got to go and do this. And then you know what it's going to be soon? It's going to be like, you got to get this little thing implanted in your hand, or we're going to whack your head off, or you got to get this thing implanted in your hand, and you're not going to be able to eat or this. But guess what? The elect, they're still not going to get it, all right? And these people are going to be pissed. They think their NWO is going to work, and guess what? It's not. Yahweh Shai is not going to allow it, all right? You're going to show up and decimate your system, all right? Everything's going to be thrown down, okay? It says, woe unto them, and again, woe means destruction. Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. All right, and it says, continue on, it says, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Speaking of us, of course. Okay, we are the fatherless, are we not? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. And a decree is what? A decree is a law. All right, a decree is an official order issued by a legal authority. Decree. Order, edict, command, commandment, mandate, proclamation. All right, all Edomite words. All right, Edomite words. All right, an act. All right, this wasn't a command. All right, an order. All right, that's all the Edomites. So we can't do none of that. We can't make an order or an edict or a command or a commandment. If we said I command you, they'd be like, fuck, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh? You ain't gonna do shit, all right? And then they just laugh us out of the room, all right? If we tried to make a decree, they'd laugh us out the goddamn room, man. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. So not only are they laws and edicts, all right, and commandments, they're unrighteous ones, all right? They are unrighteous ones, all right? What does it mean to be unrighteous? All right, wicked, evil. It's the opposite of righteous. Unrighteous. Not righteous. Wicked. Okay, so the opposite of righteous. Unrighteous, which is wicked. Okay, continuing on. More about Esau Edom. All right, and you fuckers have been revealed. All right, you Esau. No, the white man can be saved. That's bullshit. No, you cannot. The white man cannot be saved. No, and you just want to be saved because you're hurt. You're hurt because you know the Most High is going to come and tear your ass up. You can't tell a lie unless you know the truth. You know what's going to happen to you. You know what's going to happen to you. All right, and you're scared. All right, and you should be scared. All right, because the Most High is going to mess you up. Job 21:13. It reads, they spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. All right, Esau Edom spends their days in wealth. All right, their dwelling place is the fatness of the earth. All right, we don't live in the fatness of the earth. Fatness of the earth it means a fertile place. We don't live in fertile places. We live in places with busted ass concrete and asphalt. All right, with fucking boarded up windows and shit. That's where we live. All right, and if we do get a nicer place, something's wrong with it. All right, something's wrong with it. We're in a bad area, or it ain't right, or you got something going down, or there's other things. We do not live in the fatness of the earth. Look up a mansion. That's the fatness of the earth. All right, that's the fatness of the earth. The mansions, those are fatness of the earth. Look, they got trees and the bright blue water and pools, and they're right on the side of a cliff, and they got bushes and flowers and all that stuff. That's the fatness of the earth. We ain't got that. They spend their days in wealth, as they do. It says they spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to a grave. Go down to the grave, all right? And remember, when it speaks of, hell is the grave, all right? So that, this is speaking of the grave, but hell is also speaking of the grave as well. Okay? They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy way. We don't want your knowledge. Depart from us. Get out of here. Shoo. We don't want you. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray to him? Why should we serve the Most High? What profit are we going to have? Why? Why should we even pray for him? That's these people. That's these Edomites, all right? And you got to realize a lot of them are atheists, all right? All of them are atheists, but some of them are like, we believe in Jesus Christ. You believe in yourself, all right? You worship yourself. All right? But a lot of them are atheists, all right? They don't believe in no power. It says, lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. All right, so the counsel of the wicked is far from the Most High. Most High is not dealing with them. They're not dealing with the Most High. All right, and the Most High wants nothing to do with them other than destroy them. All right, he's not going to save them. He's not going to have them, give them good things or build them up. They're rich. All right, well, yeah, but these people are also rich to the point where they're blowing their goddamn brains out. All right, they're rich though. Right? They're rich, though, but they're blowing their brains out, all right? They're jumping off of fucking buildings, all right? They're jumping off of Disneyland balconies and shit, all right? Yeah, but they're rich, though, right? Yeah, the Most High is the Most High. They're not. These people aren't in perfect harmony either. All right. The Most High is still messing with them too. All right. Okay. Psalms 10 and 4, 10 and 8. All right. Let's grab this. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 13. If we can find it, here it is. It says, okay, this is for you simple Jakes, all right? 2 Timothy 3 and 12. Yea, and all that live godly in Yahushai Hamashiach, or Hamashiach Yahushai, Salakia, shall suffer persecution. Let's read that again. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution. So, hey, all of us that are, trying the best of our ability to fall off of the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will suffer persecution. All right, yes, we're going to go through trouble. We're going to go through hardships. We're going to go through, what's the word? Tribulations and woes, all right? And not destruction like these people are going to go through, but woe is in, sadness and grievances, all right? And the other word I'm looking for is we're going to be tried and we're going to get chastisement, all right, as well, all right? So that's something we're going to go through, But 2 Timothy 3 and 13, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. All right, so while we're going to go through things, hey, these wicked people, they're going to go through things much, 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 much worse. Okay? Psalms 10 and 4 through 8. It reads, the wicked, now you realize that why all nations can be wicked, all right? There is only one, the wicked, all right? Jake can be wicked, all right? Edomites can be wicked, but the wicked is Esau, Edom. The wicked. They are the wicked, all right? Everyone can be wicked. Even Jake can be wicked, but Esau, Edom is the wicked, all right? It says, the wicked, all right? The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. He's not thinking of the Most High. He's thinking about his wealth. He's thinking about what he can do to be, wicked. He's thinking about how can I kill more people next week? How can I make it to where these Jakes that are living in this? How can I make their life more terrible? And how can I extract more money from people? Not only do I want to make things really bad for people, I want to be very rich as well. All right. It says verse 5. His ways are always grievous. All right? They're never good. They're always grievous. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Just as I said earlier, if we tried to make it a decree, they're like, what the fuck you talking about making a decree? Get the fuck out of here, man. Making a decree. You ain't making no decree. All right? That's what they do at us. They puffeth at us. All right? Let's see what that means. All right? Verse 5, okay? Let's see what it means. For those who are curious. It may give us the right definition, it may not. Puffeth.
Strong's H, 6315. Kuach.
Alright, puach. It says to breathe the blow, alright? And the good definition is right down here. To puff or to snort, alright? So like that, when you go, what the fuck are you talking about? When you blow your breath at someone, all right, to puff at someone, I don't mean shit. All right, what does it mean to snort, to puff at something? To puff at something. What does it mean? To make proud or conceited, all right? And not like smoking a cigarette, but, to blow air. All right, like, that's the best definition you can give of it. All right, that's what they do. Okay? It says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And that shows the spirit that's on these people. They think that they'll never be in adversity. What does that mean? Misfortune, ill luck, bad luck. There's no such thing as luck, by the way. Trouble, difficulty, hardship, distress. Continue on. Disaster, misadventure, suffering, affliction, sorrow, misery, heartbreak, heartache, tribulation, woe, pain, trauma. Remember how it says woe into them? They don't think they're ever going to go through that woe. All right? Pain, trauma, torment, torture, mishap, stroke of bad luck. Again, no such thing as luck. Accident, shock, upset. All right? There you go. Catastrophe, crisis, setbacks, tragedies, calamities, trial, burdens. They don't think they're ever going to go through any of those things. So when they have something bad happen, oh, what happened? What happened? That shouldn't be happening to me. All right, and they're all fucked up because they don't think they're ever going to be in adversity. I shall never be in adversity. But when it happens, they're like, I don't understand. How did this happen? All right, he said in his heart, I shall not be moved. For I shall never be in adversity. Yes, you are. You're going to be in terrible anguish, Esau. You're going to be in terrible, terrible anguish. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the village, and the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor, and we're the poor. Israelites, all right? Innocent. We're the Israelites, all right? And not all the Israelites are innocent, all right? The elect is, all right? And we call ourselves the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we're part of that number. I myself, as well as you diligent brothers and sisters out there that watch these videos, all right? Those are the innocents. The elect is innocent, all right, and the poor. Us as Israelites are the poor, all right. But they're seeking ways to devour us and kill us and murder us and just do terrible shit against us, all right. As it says, his eyes are privately set against the poor. They're set against us, all right. They want to. How can I make it more terrible for these monkeys over here and these wetbacks? How can I make it so much more fucking terrible for these goddamn people? I want to see them suffer. Meanwhile, we're just trying to live, man. All right. We're just trying to make it, and you're over here, these fucking people. These people gotta go, man. Lord's gonna come back and destroy you, all right? And there's not gonna be one, all right? Yeah, we'll grab that. We'll grab that at the end. All right. Well, just to close off with a grand, edifying end. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 1:7 through 9. It says, "For the spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things hath knowledge of the voice. Therefore he speaketh." Okay, let me restart. "For the spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things hath knowledge of the voice. Therefore he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance, when it punisheth, pass by him." So when vengeance comes, it's not going to pass by him. Who speaketh unrighteous things. All right. Neither shall vengeance. It says, "For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly." Who's the ungodly? Esau, Edom. "And the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord for manifestation of his wicked deeds." All right. These people aren't going to escape. All right. And we have scriptures to prove that. Jeremiah 49:10. So the Most High is going to come back, and he's going to tear you up. All right? And guess what, Esau, Edom? Your little rocket ship to the moon, or burrowing below the ground like you're a fucking rat. All right? Burrowing in a hole. We're gonna live in these nuclear silos down in the ground. These nuclear. We're gonna live in those. We got mountains built up where all the billionaires are gonna go. It ain't gonna work. Nuclear submarines ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. All right? If it do work, and if you do happen to survive, guess what? The Most High is going to say, oh, good. Guess what? You're alive, all right? Start picking up these dead bodies, all right? And you're going to be the first to go into slavery, first to go into captivity, all right? So either way, you either get put to death or you get put directly into slavery. You're not going to get away. You're not going to get away. That's just not how it's going to work for you. Sorry to ruin the end of the movie. Sorry for the spoiler alert, all right? Sorry that you didn't get to watch it unfold, and think that it was going to come out your way. I'm ruining it for you right now, all right? Telling you. That's not going to work out. Your way where you're getting away, that's not going to work out. All right? Spoiled it for you. There you go. And how do we know that? Because the Bible tells us that. All right? The Bible tells us that. The Lord has given us that knowledge. All right? So there you go. There you go. There's the ending of the movie for you. There it is. All right? You're not going to get away. All right? And if you do get away, you're still not getting away. All right? Because getting away means getting away unscathed. All right? You're either going to be put to death, or you're going to be the first one to bury the dead bodies and be the first ones to go into captivity and slavery. So either way, and that's not what you thought. You thought you were gonna get away, and we're just gonna dwell into it, and the Lord lives, and then we'll still be able to have our kingdom. We'll rebuild it, and everything will be fine, and we'll be able to continue on, and we'll have that ain't the end of the movie, man. That's not how it goes. All right. That ain't how it goes. We've read about it, all right? And you're not going to be in power, all right? And we actually have a scripture for that as well. We'll grab that later. Lord willing, remember it. All right, Jeremiah 49:10, it reads, But I have made Esau bare. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right, so everybody knows who Esau Edom is now. All right, and you're not going to be able to hide yourself. You're not going to be able to hide away and hide from the destruction, all right, or any of that. All right. 2 Maccabees 7:31. And thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, directly speaking of the Israelites, all right, and thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High. You're not going to escape the hands of the Most High, man. You're not. You're not going to do it. You're not going to escape the hands. All right. You're either falling into one hand or the other. All right. And one hand is slavery. All right. And the other hand is death. All right. So pick from those two. Well, you don't get to pick. All right. The Lord is the ultimate decider on that, and it's already been decided. Okay. A lot of you elites, hey, you're going to be the first ones to go into captivity. All right. You're going to be the ones, bearing those bodies. Okay. And there's going to be a lot of them. There's going to be a lot of people the Lord took out. All right. Ezekiel 35:1 through 35:4. It reads, Moreover, the word of the Lord came, saying unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord our power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Okay? There you go, and you're the Mount Seir, all right? What is Mount Seir, all right? Who dwelt in Mount Seir? Who dwelt there? Let's see. There we go. The northwestern region of Edom. There we go. If we look up Mount Seir, and you know what? They got rid of this. They changed it. I don't know if you brothers or sisters remember, and I may be remembering incorrectly, but I swore that when you look up this page, when you looked up Mount Seir over here, it would say Idumea. I remember. It might be an incorrect memory. It could have been something else that I looked up, but man, I'm pretty positive. All right, I'm pretty positive that when you looked up Mount Seir, instead of it saying Mount Seir, it said Idumea. So, but it still has the point. All right, it says northwestern region of Edom. All right, who dwelled in Mount Seir? Let's see. Who lived in Mount Seir? Mount Seir specifically noted as the place where Esau made his home. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. All right. So prophesy against Esau. All right. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Sinai. I almost said Mount Sinai. Demons. All right. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord our power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Okay? There you go. There you go. I'll grab this, and then we'll close off with Obadiah 1:18. Alright? 2nd Esdras 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that falleth. There you go. There you go. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the end. Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, are the beginning of it that falleth. All right? And guess what? Guess what? All right? Your kingdom is going to go away, and our Lord's kingdom is going to be established. All right? We're going to rule, of course, under the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? And it's going to be a righteous rulership, unlike your fucking bullshit-ass rulership, Esau. Shit's falling apart, man. Falling apart. It's like an old fucking banger car from like the 1970s that just every week something you turn it on, can't even get it. You have to fucking be moving back and forth, banging on the steering wheel and shit. And it starts up and it pop, 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 pop. And then that fix, and then you're fucking You know, the tire blows out, and then you fix the tire, and your transmission goes out, and the transmission goes out, and you're like, fuck, man, this thing's just falling apart. That's your kingdom right now. All right. At one point, it was you know, it was a decently built vehicle. All right, but hey, it's falling apart now, man, and there's no fixing it. They're gonna tell you, hey, man, it's a lemon. You're gonna have to get rid of it. All right, nothing we can do about it. All right, that's what's gonna happen. All right, and guess what? It's gonna be taken to the the scrapyard, and it's gonna be fucking crushed. All right, that's the analogy. All right, of your kingdom right there. All right, and you know you always use analogies. All right, putting it into a perspective, you know, and you know it's a worldly perspective, but you know it can help some people. All right, and visualize that. All right, and you know what they do in the scrapyards? They get that big, crushing machine, or sometimes they use a big what do they call them, like an excavator. All right, and they crush it. They push that big, long excavating handle down on it. I don't know what the name is called. I don't work on those type of machines, but I've seen videos of it. And they crush it. All right, that's gonna be your kingdom. All right, and that's gonna be the Lord doing it. It's gonna be your kingdom's gonna be dismantled. All right, and set afire and set ablaze, and all your buildings and Trump towers and Empire State buildings and buildings and Walmarts and Albertsons and grocery stores and gas stations and churches. All that's gonna be blown down. It's gonna be blown to smithereens. All right, and there's not gonna be anything remaining of it. All right. There's not going to be anything remaining of it, all right? And there's not going to be anything after your 1,000 years up in the kingdom, Esau. There's not going to be anything remaining of you either, Esau, all right? Obadiah 1:18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Why? For the Lord hath spoken it. Why? For the Lord hath spoken it. Okay? Why would he do that? Because the Lord has spoken it. That's why. All right? And there's nothing you can do about it. All right? You're going to be gathered into a pit and burned. All right? So, hey. That's what you people are going to get. You're a wicked people. You are the wicked people. You're evil. All right? And, hey, you got to go. You got to go. Okay? So, hey, with that, we're going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone, the time in this truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing, shalom.